YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Rob Cam, and welcome back to the Rob Cam Show. And this one, we got a reaction video coming to you, presented by Kicking It with Ross. Shout out to Ross. Been trying to do a reaction video to his channel for a minute. I actually was just scrolling through his videos to pick something real quick. I actually want to watch this one because a lot of y'all need to hear this as wrestling fan in the IWC, because some of y'all be impatient, and I'm not the impatient one, because I know when Triple H is going to cook something, he gonna cook. So I be waiting, but a lot of y'all are very impatient. So let's hear what Ross has to say to y'all, because he ain't talking to me, he's talking to some of y'all, most of y'all too. Oh shit! Hold on. Before I do anything, turn this up a little bit. Subscribe to Go to Kicking It with Ross. Subscribe to his channel. Leave a like on his video, like I'm about to do right now. Subscribe to Rob Cam, of course. Leave a like on this video, and in the description will be a link to this video I'm reacting to, so y'all could go watch it for yourself, or check out Ross's channel.
I wanted to talk to y'all about something. I wanted to talk to y'all about having patience. The reason why I'm bringing this particular topic up,
And beyond wrestling, in the world, a lot of people, I have some moments, like I have patience, but there's a lot of people in general, and not even just in wrestling, just in general in the world. A lot of us need to have patience, bro.
because
Me too.
while,
I'm included in
ever
that.
since the Royal Rumble and how that played out, there have been so many wrestling fans that were ready to jump ship. They were ready to jump ship.
Mad as hell.
The WrestleMania hype.
Mad because Jay won.
I was one of the few individuals that were saying, I understand why people may be feeling concerned. We don't know what actually is going to happen with The Rock and how things are going to play out. I get that. I know some of y'all are not the biggest fans of having Jay Uso win the Royal Rumble over John Cena. Or some of y'all are not the biggest fans, or a lot of us are not the biggest fans of Charlotte Flair winning the Women's Royal Rumble. I get it. I understand that. I understand y'all feel like things are just kind of stagnant. I get it. What's going to happen with Roman Reigns? Like, what? I understand having those concerns. But what I've been saying since after the Royal Rumble, let's just wait. Let's just be patient. That's what I've been saying. And so many people, even in my comment section, saying, oh, I think WrestleMania is going to suck this year. How, bro?
It's not.
Because
you know how I know WrestleMania not gonna suck this year. Pause. We got a John Cena heel turn on it. That's the main topic of it. We possibly might get CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Possibly. We don't know 100% sure. But either way, we're going to either get CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, or CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman. We're going to get Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, which I feel like they're going to put on a banger, because, trust me, they're going to put on a banger. And then we're going to have Solo versus Jacob on one of the nights. And then we got Tiffany versus Charlotte. We got Rhea versus, or Io versus Bianca, which I feel like the way they ended that segment with the three of them at the top of the rim at Elimination Chamber, I feel like they're gonna do a triple threat match. Don't quote me on that. I feel like it's gonna be a triple threat match, because they wouldn't had for what the EO need to come out there for. I get her Rhea got a match on the I think tonight's Raw. I could be wrong. They might have a match on tonight's Raw, but I can see why they put the three of them in kind of like in that kind of frame, in that ending segment, in that closing segment to that match, because I honestly do feel like they're gonna do a triple threat between the three of those. So like he's saying, I feel like a lot of y'all do need to be patient, 100%. Wrestling wise, like y'all be wanting gratification like that, and it's like, bro, relax, just watch, just wait, just chill out.
Uso won the men's Royal Rumble and your guy didn't, like, you think it's just gonna suck, huh? I'm like, bro, we still have the Elimination Chamber. We don't even know how it's gonna play out. And guess what? It played out in a way that most people never expected. This is why I said be patient. But it seems like that's a hard thing to do for some wrestling fans. That Daniel Bryan promo many years ago, wrestling fans are fickle. It is true. Because I had seen so many of y'all ready to jump ship. All this WrestleMania is cooked. It's not going to be as good as last year. This is going to be awful. Before we even got to the Elimination Chamber, there was a lot.
Shout out to Zack Sabre Jr. What he said, technical wrestling in front of American fans is like weird shit. Something like that. Gunther said it in a promo road literally the following day. I seen the post and then Gunther said it in his promo. Whatever he said,
A lot of y'all
that part.
sitting up there saying, oh, Triple H, he's cooked. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's lost his way. We need Vince McMahon back. What? No.
Who said that?
Is the guy perfect? No.
If you hold on, if you say you want Vince back, you need to get one of them rock slaps from like WWE versus SmackDown versus Raw 2006 or something like. You need to be smacked because why would you want that nigga back in charge, bro? Wrestling. Let me tell you something right now. Since Triple H took over, right? WWE has been more popular than it has been since when the fall off started. I want to say 2010 when the fall off started. That whenever they went PG, that's when it started. That's where I could pinpoint. Whenever PG era started, that's when the shit started to go like that. Triple H got us back up from that. We don't want to go backwards. We want to go forward. So whoever said Vince need to be in charge, go watch Vince when he makes his own little wrestling promotion he trying to get back into the industry with.
I also understand, hey, let's just wait to see what happens. That's all you can do. And granted, there are fair criticisms to some of the things that we've seen on WWE television, especially with how SmackDown has been in the terms of excitement. You know, SmackDown, in my opinion, is the out of all three brands when it comes to excitement, is the least exciting.
And that's because SmackDown is 3 hours. They don't know how to write. They have to get used to writing SmackDown for 3 hours, and I totally agree with most people. SmackDown does not need to be 3 hours. It don't on a Friday night because like I said, I don't really have nothing to watch it with. I'd be watching highlights on YouTube. But when I was watching it, when they started 3 hours, it's hard to stay up. Especially when you get older, trying to watch this shit, bro. 10 o'clock was 10:30 because Raw now ends at like 10:30. 10 o'clock, 10:30 is the sweet spot for everything. There's no need for no 3 hours. I don't know what USA Network. I know that's not a WWE call because it has to be the network's call on that one. I don't know why they want the show the last 3 hours. Like that's when your viewership drops at a certain point. 10:30, 10 o'clock is where it was solid at, and you could produce a better show like that. So I don't know if they're gonna stay with the 3 hours. I feel like it's not working. It was a so-called experiment. If they said if it wasn't working, they were gonna get rid of it and go back to 2. I think they should go back to 2, but
So far. So I can understand why people would have criticism for Triple H. But over here saying, oh, we need Vince back. No, we don't. Because I'm telling you, if we would have got Vince back, we don't get what we got last night. We don't get one of the greatest heel turns ever. This will go down as one of the greatest heel turns in WWE history.
that's a fact. No cap in that.
People are legitimately excited and there's a buzz. And now people are looking forward to seeing what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. And you got people looking forward to seeing what's going to happen on SmackDown. TV's now, the shows are going to be must watch because now it's time to figure out how these stories are going to play out. This is why I said be patient. That's all you had to do. Be patient. Boys, it was acting like WrestleMania was in 2 weeks. No. Be patient.
How much we got? Like
no one really knew what was going to happen. But all you can do is be patient and wait for things to develop.
We got a month though. We got a month.
The problem with wrestling fans now. And I'm not saying everybody,
And
but
the crazy part, we got a month until WrestleMania, or I could be wrong. Is WrestleMania in April this year or May? We got a month, right? The only bad part, if we do have a month, is John Cena ain't coming back to TV till the 17th. Is what they jacking. What everybody's jacking. The day his album dropped, the My Time Is Now album, he's coming back on that day. So the 17th, and I gotta look up when
a
WrestleMania
lot
is
of wrestling
going
fans
on.
want instant gratification instead of just waiting. Instead of just wait to see how things build up. Because we live in that age of people want instant gratification.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having pieces fall into place. People tend to forget that we come from an era where Vince McMahon was booking stuff the day of WrestleMania. Last minute booking, which led to a lot of time boring matches or nonsensical matches. You guys remember John Cena versus The Undertaker? Do you guys know what happened
That shit was a
prior to that
squash.
match? That was a match that a lot of people were excited to see. Y'all remember that, right?
Can I give it a buck with you? Can I give it a buck with y'all? I was not excited for that one. You know why? Because that was around the time a lot of people was like, all right, Undertaker is going down. Like we could see the decline. That was not going to be a good match. I'll keep it a buck with you. John Cena at that point in time was not going to be a good match. It wasn't. So I understood why they did the squash for Undertaker to do to John Cena, but honestly, if y'all really thought Undertaker was going to put on a 5-star classic and that one with John Cena at that point in time, no. If this was like, when's the last, like before like the last one with Triple H and that Hell in a Cell, around that time, or maybe a year after that, or in between that, at that point in time, yes, you could have got a bigger match between those two. But after that, after the one with Triple H, no, after because the Brock Lesnar one was kind of ass too. At that point, after anything after Brock Lesnar was down. So anybody that was hoping John Cena and Undertaker was going to put on a banger at that WrestleMania, I think that was 30 or 31. Nah.
The Undertaker got in great shape. The Undertaker said this himself. Got in fantastic shape because he was ready to give a 40-minute classic because he wanted to, go out there and give the fans what we wanted to see. We were supposed to get a John Cena versus Undertaker match. They were going to give them 30, 40 minutes. That's what he was training for.
Mm.
And before he goes out there, he decides.
All right, so if you put it like that, if Undertaker actually trained for this one, I don't know if he trained for Brock. That's what in my head I'm like, the match with Brock wasn't that good. He got concussed in it. I understand that shit, but it's a what if situation, I guess. Yep.
Which is the day of, you know what? It's going to be a 5-minute squash match. And the only reason why he did it is because he thought it was funny. Vince McMahon thought it was funny that The Undertaker got in so much great shape for a 5-minute match. That's what he said. So y'all want more of stuff like that?
Ridiculous. Wasting his time.
Booking. For what? When you can just take your time. Let things build up. I'd rather they take their time and we see things progress over the week.
And tell a story, bro. A lot of y'all AEW fans be talking about Tony Khan don't know how to book a story. Vince McMahon ain't know how to book a story either. I don't know when has Vince like there's a point in wrestling you go watch Raw and you don't need to watch last week to know what happened because ain't nothing really happened. Nothing crazy happened. There's a point in period of time from maybe I want to say it till like maybe between the 2016 to probably like 20 whatever Vince left. From whatever point after the Yes movement and shit like that, after whatever point we got to where Vince stopped caring about booking and telling a story, You didn't have to watch Raw, you didn't have to watch SmackDown, you didn't have to watch whatever else was on because it didn't matter. You can just jump back into wrestling and not know what the hell went on last week and be like, oh, ain't nothing important going on because Vince wasn't booking anything important. So for y'all to be mad that Triple H is trying to tell stories, trying to make wrestling great again, no pun intended, um, it's like, yo, what's wrong with y'all? Like, yeah, there was, like I was saying, like there was weeks that you couldn't go, like there was Brock Lesnar. Whenever Brock Lesnar was on his reign of absences with the Universal title when it was red, and you could go Raw, you could watch Raw at any point in time in that era and just not even watch the last week episode and still know what the hell is like. You didn't need to watch to know what was going on because nothing was going on. No story was being told. It was just match, match, match. Okay, blah blah blah.
Television than some last minute bullshit for a cheap hype, cheap pop. That's what I don't get. So I wanted to make this video to all of y'all that were commenting. Oh man, this WrestleMania is gonna be trash.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
saying that now. If you're saying that now, then you didn't plan on trying to enjoy WrestleMania from the jump, and that's your opinion. Cool. But are you saying that now? Can you not wait to just let things play out and let things cook, let things marinate first before we jump to the extremes? Oh, Triple H needs to be let go out of creative, and
And I want to piggyback on something he's saying. Y'all wasn't there in the y'all wasn't there. I feel like a lot of y'all that's complaining now wasn't there when it was bad. When it was really bad to sit there and watch Raw for 3 hours and have no direction. While 2016 SmackDown was like the saving grace. I'm not gonna lie to you, but at that point in time, bro, y'all wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there, bro. Y'all wasn't watching. Y'all wasn't tuning. Like I wasn't sit there watch. I wasn't sitting there at that point. Like I was kind of like fading away from wrestling. The only thing I would watch was the highlights on YouTube. So I wasn't gonna sit there and be like, yeah, I was watching every Raw at that point. No, I'll go on YouTube, watch the highlights. Whoever made a clip of the highlights, if I could watch it, I'll watch it again on whatever channel was rerunning back. Telemundo, shout out to y'all. If you know, you know, because Telemundo we be playing that shit in Spanish. So if you missed that role, go on Telemundo and watch that. I don't know about now, but back in the days, you feel me? But for people to complain now, and then I feel like a lot of y'all wasn't watching wrestling when it was bad, like super super bad to watch wrestling. Like it was ass. Like I sat there some not like I said I didn't watch every single Raw or every single SmackDown, but I sat there sometimes watching this just out of the love of being a wrestling fan. I didn't watch it, and there honestly there was no besides TNA there was no other or going on the internet and finding like Lucha Underground and ROH and stuff like that, New Japan. But since I grew up with WWE, that's all I knew, especially at that time. I was starting to learn about indies more. But anyway, I say that to say this. If anybody's complaining about Triple H right now, you are very ungrateful because I sat there and watched and rewatched a lot of Raws that was pointless, booked by Vince McMahon. And for anybody to say I'd rather Vince, just leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. Like just don't even go watch AEW. Matter of fact, because you'll enjoy that way better. Trust me. Like
we need Vince McMahon back, or all of this we need to let go. Like, come on. What are we doing, bro? Like, just let things play out. Be patient. That should be the word for a lot of y'all wrestling fans. Just be patient. I'm not sitting up there saying if things don't change in multiple weeks and things are dragging, not to have complaints, not to feel, like, damn, this not going nowhere. But at the same time, if we don't even know we don't even have the rest of the matches and card lined up, how about we just be patient to see where things go out, where things happen? Because guess what now? Now, a lot of people are excited. This now feels truly like a WrestleMania season, and now these shows are gonna be
the buzz for the last since Saturday is still going. Like that has not died down. I feel like if anything, today is Monday. it's increasing because it's Raw. The only bad part is we're not gonna see Cena until the 17th of March. That's the only downside to this. So we have to wait to see that man back on TV.
Must watch for multiple different reasons, not just because John Cena went heel, multiple storylines. And this all took place at an Elimination Chamber. Some would probably say Elimination Chamber was better than the Royal Rumble. And guess what? I can't tell you nah. I can't disagree with you if you felt that way.
It
I
was
can't
though.
tell you nah, you tripping.
It was, but the Royal Rumble
So,
wasn't bad
the
either,
only thing
except
I
for
want some of y'all
that
to
one
take from
part,
this is
Charlotte.
just be patient. Let things cook. Let's figure out what's going to happen. Enjoy the ride. That's what it's always been about. I'd rather things, build
Hey, what The Rock said? And shut your mouth and enjoy the ride The Rock is taking you on, bitches.
over time and they have an idea, then they go out there last minute and try to make some changes to come up with something. That's what we used to get. Now we're getting time allotted to stories to build. Just be patient, man. But comment down below. Let me know. Do you guys agree with my sentiments on being patient, letting the stories develop, letting these characters figure out situations? Do y'all agree with me on that? Or are some of y'all still on that mindset of no, we need it now? Y'all let me know how y'all feel. But I appreciate all love, support. Roll to 150K. Appreciate y'all kicking with me. See you on the next one. Peace.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Ross. Shout out to Ross. But you know who fault is that to why y'all act like that? The same motherfucker y'all keep saying y'all want back. It's Vince's fault. Because for years he has been just giving y'all not even what y'all want, just giving y'all the end results. Like no story, no nothing. He's just been giving y'all just whatever he wants. But there's no story to it. There's no substance to it. Now we got a man that's literally trying to create stories, create entertainment, basically create storylines, create memories, create moments, and y'all taking it for granted. And I do stand by what I said. I think Vince is it has to do with Vince has to do with why a lot of y'all are so impatient. I swear to you not. If you really think about it, how some of y'all act. Oh, Triple H, like bro, y'all haven't y'all been so brainwashed by Vince when he got terrible at booking. Y'all been brainwashed by the terrible booking. Not saying Vince was always bad, but back when he fell off, whenever point he fell off in time, y'all been brainwashed in that era so bad, this PG era, that y'all just stopped caring about story. Y'all just want the end results, and I do blame Vince McMahon for that. But again, shout out to Kicking It with Ross. Go subscribe to his channel. Y'all see the button right there, and see the like is already lit up. So do that for Ross. Subscribe to Rob Cam. You feel me? Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on this video. Leave a comment below how y'all feel, or leave a comment below if you're impatient, if you rock with Triple H. Just comment on this whole concept of this video. Explain why you impatient about stuff. If you agree with me, if you agree with Ross, if you agree with damn, I just kissed her. I agree with anything we said in this video. Sorry I kept pausing it so much. Sorry I'm rambling right now, but I don't care. It's my video. As always, appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Always remember, keep doing your thing and make it make sense. I'll see y'all in the next one. Safety.